Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We have a big show lined up, but first, as always, let's take a look at our weather brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard, and hard-working crew taking care of everyday comfort needs. We're looking at a high today of 71 and a low of 46. Springtime weather, especially here in March. Let's take a look at the water temperature brought to us by Allco Electric out of Lynn Haven. Looking at a 62.3 degrees at the end of the pier. Take a look at our river reading brought to us by the good folks at Panama City Coca-Cola. The Apalachicola Bluffs down an even 8 foot and pretty steady right there. But take a look at the Chalk-Chester Carabel. It's right at 5 foot, but it's going to start going up. A little bit of rain we've had, so it's going to be rising, but I think it's going to settle on down by the weekend. All right, we got more rain coming up for the weekend, looks like. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tide today. Low this morning was at 12:15, and it's coming into after lunch about 1:06. And guess what? That wind's going to be blowing again today. They're calling for west-southwest at 20 to 30. And I'll maybe mention this every day this month of March about coming in like a lion and leaving like a lamb, because it's really been blowing, and I just have such fond memories of March growing up. It's just a special month to me, but I always get tickled at March because it just brings in just different weather and storms too. I don't know if you remember that big tornado that hit Enterprise High School was in March, about what, 8 years ago, I think. Okay, I saw it the other day. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. You know, as outdoorsmen, we always, if you go all the time like most of us do, always just a lot of fun, number one, but you're always going to have some kind of accident that happens. You're going to slip on something, the tackle box going to flip over, or you're going to forget your orange cap while you're hunting. That's just being a part of outdoorsmen. But one of the things that happens to all of us, if you fish enough, you're going to get that fishing lure stuck in your hand, and at different degrees. I can remember, and you'll always remember it. I can remember as a teenager, I remember sticking my brother with one. I went back like that, and I heard him holler. I knew I'd stuck him. So anyway, David Hawkins, my buddy David Hawkins, I'm going to show him. He had a good day fishing and all. So here he is right here. Had a really good day, but look at here what happened. Oh, that hurts looking at it, don't it? Now I'm going to roll. Now he a good enough outdoorsman. He knows how to actually remove them. So here he is. He's talking through this. I'm just going to talk through it, but basically what he's going to get some line, and he's grimacing in pain right there. So we've talked about doing this before, and I've not done this technique. Okay, so he actually got it jerked out. So anyway, I'll go back to, you see what he did? All right, so basically it was, I'll play it again. I'm gonna just show you the beginning of it, because here, he gets the line right here. I got the tail end of it. Then we're gonna start over. He's got the, all right, you see the hook, he's got the hook off, but it's still in his hand. He's taking it off, so throw that down. So he gets his line, and he's going to hook it. He's going to pull it through his goal. All right, threads it through right there. That hurts just looking at it. All right, and tie it off. That's hard to do. You have your fingers. Okay, so he's got it on there. He looped it through. All right. What he's going to do, he's going to get it all threaded on there. He's actually going to just jerk it through. He sort of bite the bullet and jerk it through. All right, there it is right there. All right. Make sure it's on there tight, because you only want to do it one time. You don't want to pull one time. You have to pull it 2 or 3 times. This is, all right, here we go. Oh, All right, got it out. Oh. All right, so there it is right there. So that hopefully you'll never be exposed to something like that and won't have to do that. But that's exactly how you want to do it. So okay, we'll get some pictures now. We had let me see, you're caught up here. If that does happen to you though, make sure you put some on it, at the end of it. Make sure you put something on it. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's go to something more positive right now. Okay. All right, I've been tested. I've tested positive for needing a fishing trip, and it happens more in springtime where this test comes positive than any other time. All right, got a couple other pictures here. This is interesting. Ran into Jude Shores the other day, and he hunts up there in Wilcox County, Alabama. He actually works up there, and he was telling me about this panther he saw. He showed me the picture, and I said, I'm going to show this to FWC people. Here's a picture of it. Now, you know, to me, that looks like a panther. And that's up in Wilcox County, Alabama. I don't know what y'all think about it, but that sure looks like one to me. And I was thinking, I'm going to give it to Stan Kirkland and see what he thinks. He said they showed it to a game warden up there. He said it's a house cat. So I don't know. It looks like a panther to me. Thank you, Jude. Good seeing you, buddy. All right, hey, I got to read to the Waller Elementary School kindergarten the other day. It was reading week, and I had the best time up there. Those kindergarten kids they're a lot of fun. They wiggle around, they'll smile and look at you and listen to every word you say. But look at them. Aren't they attended? Waller Elementary Wildcats. Speaking of Panthers, they're the Wildcats. How about a quick report from old J.B. Hillard, who's just constantly going fishing on the Choctaw River. Buddy and I pulled out a 7-runs ramp about 7:45 this morning and headed over to the river. We made the Boynton Island loop and fished in several spots along the way. Ended up with 7 shell crackers, 2 bass, 1 channel cat, and some dinks saved for catfish cut bait. There's about 7 boats out there fishing out of 7 runs. And some of those folks were camping up there. So, JB, thanks for keeping everybody informed. How about our good buddy Jarrell? Good to hear back from you. I hadn't heard from him in a while. I caught 3, but came home empty. First one released was a 20-inch red. Second was too small, was 10-inch drum. And then this one. So he caught 3 nice fish. Released that one right there. But good to hear from you, Jarrell. And I know we're going to be getting some pictures from you coming in here pretty soon. All right. One quick, I always like to teach people things if I can. I didn't know all this. I just ran across it. How you identify the marlin family. Top one's a sailfish, and then the white marlin. That I don't marlin fish, but it's interesting how I just thought they're all so similar. But the colors is what really gives them away. But the actual structure, they're the same. But the color, if you look back and forth on it. Okay. So next time I go marlin fishing, I'll maybe take that chart with me. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Don't forget now, this Sunday, I know you have it on your calendar, daylight savings time. And boy, is that going to be exciting, get more daylight. So after work, you can get out and do all kind of exciting things in the outdoors. So that's always a good time of the year on March the 9th. Also, on another subject, if you have some friends who are in business, maybe want to advertise with us on Panhandle Outdoors, I'd love to talk to them and try to share some things we can do for them. And that's a win-win situation for all of us. Now, I want to show you one more segment on the beach renourishment at Mexico Beach. When the Coneheads puts it in, it does that drone. And this is different from the one I showed you last time, but let me see if I can get it set up here. Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. Got a drone set up. Now see, this is a different location. So here we are. You see where we are, of course, swinging around. And this is sort of, they've got all this sand up. This is just fascinating to me. You got all these little bulldozers running around again. I'm gonna try to stop by to see if they let me drive one of those things. I'm serious. Would that be fun? And they're just pushing up that sand. And what they're doing, they're building the sand dunes. And as we go around, you can see the sand dune line. Isn't that great to have the houses on the other side of the highway? What if they've done that in all of Florida, or all of, especially the Panhandle? That's another story. But you see there, look at them going out in the water, those bulldozers. I mean, look how deep, that's got to be messing up those gears and tracks and all. It's got to be stainless steel and everything, but they probably make enough money off of it, they'll buy one every job, imagine. So anyway, we're making that 360. Now we're headed back around St. Joe up top there. And okay, look at all the little trailers, and it's a big operation. I want to say $20-something million. It's amazing. Now I was looking, look at this is funny. Look in the middle of the screen. See that guy running? He's about to run. And I told Gail, I said, I bet he forgot his lunch pail back there in the tractor. He had to run back there and get his lunch bucket. But I don't know where he's going. But look at this setup with the pipe and the bulldozer pushing it in. And then if you notice look at the bottom. See the sand dunes? They're already built up there. And they're adding onto those sand dunes. And that, of course, that's a natural buffer when you have the sand dunes. And they'll gradually build back in years and years, but this helps out a lot. I always love the walkways they have in Mexico Beach, right there at the bottom left. They do a great job. The whole situation in Mexico Beach as far as conservation and beach easement, and it's all win-win for all of us. But you see how they have that section cut out right there? They're pushing up sand dunes on the right. That's how they're building up those sand dunes. They just keep building them up, and then the sand will actually wash on down to make the beach. They said they're adding over 100-something feet, maybe 150 feet to the beach. And Lord knows they need to do this at Cape San Blas. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you. I know you enjoy seeing it because, again, that's one of the win-win situations for everybody. All right, let's get back to some of our pictures. We're talking about Shawnee fishing. How about this? This over the weekend up at Cow Lake, the Steve Infinger. I'd love to see a tailgate full of fish. Cool. All right, this is when you really, you gotta laugh at this. You don't want anybody to get your tree stand, your big expensive chair you got, so you chain your chair to the tree there, okay? Finally, Diane Boyd sent this to me. John is on again. John is on again. That's all she had to say. Diane, thank you. And you see, remember the picture they sent last week? They went and didn't catch anything, but take a look at this. That's the first pompano right here locally that I had a picture sent in. So it's a great picture right there. And again, that Panhandle Outdoor shirt is the secret to all of this success that John has. Good job, John. Okay, how to avoid stress at work. Number one, don't go to work. Go fishing instead. Take that into your boss. I was so proud of Wendy. She teaches that little 6th grade down there at St. Joe Junior High School. Yes, it's still called Junior High. I brought a little of Coach Chester's outdoor ed class to Port St. Joe Junior High School. Thank you, Wes Fisher, for frying up some delicious dove and fish for my kiddos. It was such a great experience. So these kids, a lot of them have never had that wild game cooked like that. And I was right outside of Wendy's classroom door. So they're all excited about it. She said they had a great time, and she's going to do a little bit of. I was talking to her, and all teachers can do this. Just do a little bit of outdoor ed stuff. I'm going to try to get her some little casting plugs and loan her some stuff and give her some stuff. But you know, it's almost like a little recess time. Get the kids out there just casting. Really, 2 things: casting and throwing a little net. They just get a kick off that. They don't have to mess up any kind of other academic curriculum, but it will add a lot of those kids. I promise you, they will love it. Okay, I'll have Cheerios for breakfast. How about the big Cheerios are way better than the small ones. Those look good this morning, don't they? Goodness gracious, I love donuts. My good buddy Bob Thomas, lived there a long time. He's up there in North Georgia now, but he goes with a buddy. Every year they go to the Watts Bar Dam, and they catch some big crappie. Look at those. I said, dang, that's a fine mess of fish. He said, all on artificial bait. They were all big ones. Those are all over £1 a piece. He makes a good trip every year. And also comes down here, he fishes Lake Okeechobee with his brother-in-law. Okay, well, we're setting up dates now for our spring fishing and summer fishing. And this is going to be the Golly Whopper down in Mexico Beach. It's going to be June the 21st. and it's a good tournament. It goes from midnight, 12 a.m. to 5:30. Some serious fishing, and basically here are the rules. They've had it for quite some time now. The captain's party will be at the boat ramp there at Mexico Beach. They have a big time there, and it will be from 5 to 7. We'll start to talk more about it, but if you want to put that on your calendar, it's way off, but I just got the announcement here. Okay. Ernie Martin. Ernie's going to be coming on the show next week. This is the first bass trip up there around Crestview. He sent these to me. I told him that's a fine start to his bass season. Good job, Ernie. All right, and as we get ready to go to this segment, this is a really good time of year to get out there and do that bass fishing. We've talked about it before. And we're going to take a break. I got a good video to show you when the lean run starts too. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, walking back over what I just said earlier. I was just thinking back. We had a situation where we had a lean run. It used to be a big, strong lean run back in the day. But before we get to that, let's do our fishing game times real quick. I almost left those out. Brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Our time 3:31 to 5:31 this morning, and this evening 4:01 to 6:01. That's going to be important when the time changes. Those times like 4 to 6 going to be really cool to get out on the water. And now, but the lean run has always been special to me. It's just always, catching them off the pier, but a lot of folks just trolling for them. And the last few years, actually, since the big oil spill, the lean run has just really gone down. But it's just a lot of fun. And I always talk about different hardcore just fishing families and fisher guys that have been doing it for generations. I think about certain names of people like the Andersons all on the boats and all, but when it comes to catching a lot of fish, I always think about it, the Thibodeaux. And Norman watches the show, and he sent me this Facebook message the other day that a buddy of his found this little video on YouTube, and it was Norman and his brother Roy, and I'm gonna get it set up for you, and they're fishing off the jetties in April in the lean run. So it's just a great time of year to go. Let's see. All right, so here we go. We might have to run it twice. Here we are. Look, is that exciting? Can these boys fish now? You see where it's at, right? You know that's first of all, a lot of times they're strong. And Norman and Thibodeaux and his brother Roy, and I just got a kick out of this because this is real fishing. These guys have done it for a long time, and man, they don't care if they get wet and if they fall in, they're gonna catch that fish. And they're getting in there. And of course they see them there, but now that's a challenge with those waves crashing in like that. Get that hook. There he is. And folks, that's a fine one. They're catching off the jetties like that. Now, if you notice, they got a couple more. They've caught some more. Hey, get some. Y'all come here and help me on this. Is that not exciting? And it can be done. You see the lean jig? He probably made that jig. That is some fine eating. And used to be the limits, pretty liberal limit. Then it got to be one a person. And that's the thing about those jetties. If you fish out there on jetties, those rocks, see that one got one right there. Each one of them got one. And but you're just casting that jig out. A lot of times you sight fish for them, but when it's that rough, you're just out there casting and sort of knowing where they are. Anyway, good job, Norman. Thanks for sharing that with us. I wanted to get it on and share it with other folks. He's just a good local fisherman doing a bunch of good things. All right, we'll get back to our pictures real quick because I'm about to run out of time. One of the things, let me see where we were. We left off right here. All right, here we go. Talking about the expos. Outdoor expos, March the 10th. Now, if you're down there around Daytona, it'll be a good time to go. But really, we're dead set on getting one set up here for next year. We're looking already getting it together as far as just talking about it. But we're not getting any headway. But we're going to try to do it in February of next year. But it won't be just salt water. It's going to be the outdoor expo. But anyway, keep that in the back of your mind. I had to show this to Gail. Nobody told me that when you get a husband, the ears are sold separately. Okay. Here's another Chattahoochee catfish, Darren LaPierre. A beautiful day on the river. Is that a big cat? They let them go. They're letting those big cats go now. I ran across this, and this is crazy. This is from the government now, United States Fish and Wildlife Services. The fish that leaps before it looks. Okay, this is carp. Okay, we know a carp. It's what we call a trash fish. But look what they're saying. They belong on your dinner plate. Grilled, blackened, or crispy fish cakes. Carp is surprisingly tasty. I don't think so, but they make fish sticks and everything out of them. I'm not going to eat a carp. I'm just not. But anyway, they said that one time about the redfish before Chef Prudhomme put them out there. Okay, real quick, the sea turtle count. They got it finished up. We're going to go over all the numbers. Green turtles are doing good. Loggerheads. Last year was a record on green turtles. Loggerheads and leatherbacks. And at the bottom, 0 hawksbill. I've got a picture of them. Okay. Green turtles, 14,308. How about the loggerheads? 110,122. Look at that look on his face. He's about ready to take a nap. The leatherbacks, 1,799. Those are cool. Now, the back on those, they're not hard, just like leather, though. And Kemp's Ridley, not very many of those. They found 34 of them. And I don't know why there's so less of them. But anyway, I don't know why. One more real quick on eating crazy stuff. Again, U.S. Fish and Wildlife. I don't know, somebody must not have anything to do that day. Eat me, please. They're saying the nutria, the meat has been compared to a rabbit or even the dark meat of a turkey. Okay, can you believe that? Do y'all want to eat that? I don't think so. So I got tickled. I was thinking it must have been some kind of intern to come in with U.S. Fish and Wildlife and they assign him something crazy to do, and they're putting that on their website now. So eat carp and nutria. So if you try it, send me a picture of it. Let me know how much you like it and all. But anyway, I just thought we had a good situation there, just eating some good chicken and all, not all the other stuff they're talking about. Got to wrap it up for today. We appreciate you watching the show, and thank you for all the good things y'all do and talk about the show. We really appreciate it. Y'all do something good for someone else today. You have a great day. Enjoy the outdoors, and for goodness sake, let's take care of it. God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.